Debbie Kinder. So I've known her probably for about 6 years. She's H.H. Bennett's great granddaughter. And I did a show, 5 years ago. We titled it Soul of the River, but it was basically just large scale landscapes. And so when she made a comment that I was the next H.H. Bennett, it was just like, it kind of sunk in. And so I look up to her. She's someone that actually just like makes sure that the shoreline is always, always protected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's pretty big time. Then there was a guy, John Van Wee, who actually pushed me to, photograph these subjects these older generation that were still living. And it was important to him that, the history of the area, was, our stories were told. So I started kind of envisioning, ways to shoot the river where it wasn't just the landscape. And, the river was always like a character in it, but it was these people who, their stories I wanted to tell. So it was, people like Debbie, people like Amanda McGowan that, really dedicate so much time of their lives to just being out on the water, protecting the shorelines, and actually working, the river as part of their career. So when we first envisioned it, it was, we want large scale images outside. So how do you actually go about doing that? It was a process. It was finding the right architect, which turned out to be Eric from Popland Studios. And he was able to just, much like any other artist, he was able to take a space and turn it into something that was like really usable for people. Before this was here, it was a parking lot. It had a path that, strolled around. But his vision was really that people could walk through, get to the water, see the vista of that, but along their way they could see the images. So, the whole time when we started this, it was really important that the design of the landscape was, well done, and that it was, something that just led its way out to the water.